Well, good afternoon, influencers. Great to have you back here for another great jam session. We've got Mari joining us today. And Mari, great to have you with us today. So excited about your results thus far. Why don't you start off? Tell us a little bit about, well, who you are, what industry you serve, and what you do specifically.
Thanks, Vaughan. My name's Mari, and I am a consultant and I specialise in asset protection. And my company is Playbook Advisory, and I work with businesses and individuals to develop strategies to help them protect their assets. And, I love what I do. I think as humans, we're wired for building safety and security for our families. But if I had $1 for every time somebody says, gee, I wish I knew that sort of information before I started, I think we'd all retire. So I think it's a common phrase we're going to hear over the next 1 to 2 years. And it's an area that is not well understood, which is why you need a specialist.
That's great. And that's you. You're the specialist helping people protect what they've got there and protect themselves. Hey, why did you start with us? Why the Influencer Project? What was the challenge that you were hoping to overcome with us?
Pretty basic, actually, Vaughan. To build a sales pipeline needs an engine. And so I needed to find an engineer, learn to drive and get moving quickly.
And how long have you been with us so far?
It's been a rapid period, but I think it was September or the 21st I spoke with, 14th we set up the company, the 21st or the 20th I sat on a online session, saw Rana and Andrew. 21st I actually spoke with Andrew, and then by the 24th I'm assigned to you as my super coach. So I think that tomorrow that makes it 6 weeks.
Yeah, wow. And what have the results been so far?
Well, it started out quite scary because I had completely all my contacts wiped, which actually was a blessing in disguise. So results-wise, I'm probably up around the 600 new connections, which in the biz, we call them perfect future customers. So over the 6 weeks, it's been about 15 leads, 5 opportunities and 3 sales. But interestingly, in addition to that, I've also picked up some other work, which the advisory part of my business is secondary. So, however, look, in the classics, they say a win's a win. So I'm taking it.
And if I can be specific and be so bold as to ask, what's the total value thus far from the last 6 weeks?
Total value at this point is probably somewhere between 50 and 60K over that 6 weeks. So from a standing start, I think that's all right.
That's right. And I think your original goal when we first spoke was 36K over the 90 days. So not a bad result for the first 6 weeks. That's great.
Correct.
Hey, knowing what you know now, what advice would you give to someone who's watching this right now and considering joining with the Influencer Project?
I think it's that reality check. It's that confidence over competence and a dose of self-awareness. Look, I'm a 30-year-old. I wish I was. I'm a 30-year veteran of marketing, and I was really confident about doing what I know, doing the marketing stuff. But bear in mind, I never even laid hands on social media in a professional capacity. So, once I got started, I realised actually teaching myself was actually going to take a while, probably about 6 months. And that was going to cost me somewhere in the vicinity of over 50K. So it was a bit of a no-brainer, need a sales engine, find some engineers.
Fantastic. And lastly, one last final question. If you were to describe the Influencer Project process with just one word, what would it be?
I think probably lots of people would use the words awesome, amazing and supportive. They all come to mind really quickly, but I think the one word I would use is essential. It's really simple rule actually. Engage an expert, reduce your time and reduce the learning time and maximise your business time. So I think the word is essential.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much for sharing. And for those watching on, I hope this has been a great encouragement for you. We look forward to work with you as well in the future. And Mari, looking forward to what the next 6 weeks and beyond is going to bring.
So am I. Thanks, Paul. Cheers.